Uh, Coach Tuioti is here first, so I have questions for Tony. Let's see. Evan Bland, Omaha World Herald.
Hey, Tony, thanks for hopping on. What did you think of the defensive line rotation that you put out there Saturday? And do you expect Jordan Riley to be part of that thing this weekend?
Yeah, I was really proud of how the young guys played last week. Thought they were physical at the point of attack. I thought Casey Rogers did a really good job for us. Ty Robinson did a really good job. Um, we already know what we're going to get out of Ben Stilley and Snacks and Keem Green. Those are the five guys that took the majority of the reps, and I think for the most part in the run game, they were physical in the run game. Um, we did a pretty good job in trying to affect the quarterback as a group with outside backers and using our inside linebackers in certain pressures. But there's obviously room to grow. And I'm just glad that these guys get a little bit more confidence. It's a really good group that we played against, really talented group. And I'm just looking forward to seeing these guys just continue to grow. Between game one and game two, this is where I really want to see the improvement from these young guys, especially as far as Jordan Riley. He's just continuing to progress, and when he's ready, we'll get him ready to go and play when he's ready.
24/7 Sports, Brian Christopherson.
Hey, Tony, you mentioned Casey Rogers in that first answer. What's the biggest difference in his game, from a year ago? When did you think he could be a mainline guy for you in the rotation?
Really started in training camp. I saw a lot of positive things from him in training camp, and it's just great to see that what he did in training camp translated over to the game. And he's bigger, he's stronger, he's more confident to be able to execute the scheme of the defense, and it showed up on Saturday. Did a good job in a few times in being able to knock back the offensive lineman a few times and get himself into play, and also did a few good things in the pass rush game to us for as well. So I want to continue to build on his reps, continue to help him gain more confidence, but he's playing at a really good level right now, and I'm proud of his progression so far.
Also 24/7 Sports, Michael Bruntz.
Hey Tony, you guys obviously saw a pretty good offensive line last week. What does Wisconsin present that's maybe a little bit different from what you saw last week against Ohio State?
Yeah, really good questions. Wisconsin, they do a really good job up front. They're always sound. They're really going to test you and your rules and making sure that you know where you fit within the scheme of the defense. They do a great job up front just controlling the line of scrimmage. They got big offensive linemen, so we're going to have to do a great job up front in trying to make sure that we can strike and knock these guys back, and then being able to understand what we got to do within the scheme of the defense. They do a really good job with their zone scheme, and then they also test you too as well with their gap scheme. So they're going to move offensive linemen. They're going to put more guys to one side of the formation by moving offensive linemen or moving tight ends. And we just got to do a great job of making sure that we communicate across the board defensively to know where we fit within the scheme of the defense.
Quick follow up too. It seems like you have some versatility to move guys around a little bit more this year. How does that help against an offense like Wisconsin and kind of what they do?
Yeah, with Ty, even Keem Green, as big as he is, he's athletic too as well. Um, Having those guys be cross-trained to play nose tackle for us or even play defensive end, it just gives us the ability to keep those guys on the field and not have to take them off when the team goes small. We can still stay big and athletic if we need to, but that's what Casey Rogers and Ty Robinson gives us, the ability to be able to stay big and still be able to be athletic, whether they're going to pass the ball or run the ball. I feel like we got enough guys within our group to be able to present different problems for offenses that we face.
All right, we'll take two more for Tony. Mitch Sherman, the Athletic, and then Sean Callahan.
Hey, Tony, another one related to Casey and other young guys too, or guys who were playing the most they had played. When you see him, for example, get his hand on a fourth down throw that was still completed for a first down, what are you thinking there about how close some of those guys were to making plays that still went Ohio State's way in that game?
Yeah, there's every game there's always plays that you wish you can get back. especially that play there with Casey. I mean, that's a 4th down play on their first drive. He bats the ball down. That's a big win for us there. Momentum changer. We just scored, and be able to get a stop. That would have been a big play for us. Snacks. We had another play where Ty Robinson, gets to the penetrates and gets to the quarterback and makes Justin Fields scramble. Snacks comes there to tackle him, and we don't wrap him up, and he gets another 4 or 5 yards on the scramble. There's just some plays in there. I feel like even in our pass rush games, there's one I feel like we had a sack that we gave up where Justin Fields, we had them, I think it was 3rd and 18, and he scrambles, runs right up the seam, and we had a great pass rush game in there, and we just missed that one. And at the end of the day, to me, I always talk to our guys about execution over scheme. Everybody has plays, but it's how you execute those plays. And so I just feel like our guys already know we're young. They're learning from this game, and hopefully we can execute better here coming against Wisconsin.
Okay, and Sean Callahan.
Coach, with the quarterback questions at Wisconsin, how do you guys go about preparing? Does Wisconsin and your experience from Michigan and now Nebraska, do they change much? Who's under center, or they just kind of do what they do no matter who's their quarterback?
Yeah, Wisconsin, they're the Big West champion, and they're a Big West champion for a reason, and they've been good in our conference for a long time, and they don't change much. They do what they do. We can't really change our game plan for who's at quarterback or who's playing and who's not playing. For us up front, it's really about trying to control the line of scrimmage, making sure that we see our keys and we make sure that we fit within the scheme of the defense the way we should. And I don't think they're going to change much. They're going to run the football. They're going to try to control the line of scrimmage, and then they're going to try to use play action pass when they need to. But if we can't stop the run, there's no reason for them to not stop running the ball. And so for us up front, it's about stopping the run, take away what they do best, and then we can make them one-dimensional, and then now we get a chance to go after them. So we got to earn the right to rush the passer, but it starts with stopping the run, and that's what they do really, really well.
All right, thank you, Coach Tuioti. Coach Shenander will be in just a second.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it.